Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to beat the extreme AI. If you guys are watching on Twitch, you guys just saw me get my ass handed to me by 4 extreme AIs. So we're going to drop them down and just play against the one now. And the whole point is I'm going to show how to go about beating them without any cheese strategies and just play pretty standard and consistently. So you guys can see what I'm doing and then try and do it yourselves as well as a way to improve over time. So random civ on Arabia, extreme AI, it's all good. The guys in the chat now on Twitch are saying hi YouTube. That's the plan. All right, let's hop into it. So looks like we got Berbers. So the first thing you want to do in every build order is to make 2 houses and use our sheep to scout. If you're not used to using the sheep to scout, then don't bother with it. I'll use 2 just to show you guys how it should look like if you guys have the APM to do it or know about how to do it. So next step is going to be 6 on food. And if you guys are wondering, Hera, how do you know where each villager goes? I would respond to you that in my Discord, there are builders for my Twitch subscribers. And they tell you very detailed list on what to do with your first 20 to 30 villagers, depending on which strategy you want to go for. So I'm Berbers, alright? So I went random civ. You have to think about what strategy you want to open up with. You don't have to necessarily talk about Imperial Age yet, or think about Imperial Age. You have to think about just Feudal Age and Castle Age. What units do I want to make? Right away with Berbers, I'm thinking, well, they have a good stable. They get cheaper villagers in Castle Age. Or, sorry, cheaper scouts in Feudal and Castle. Sorry, cheaper scouts and knights in Castle Age. So going a scout opening, it can be a pretty good one to set that up. I'm going to go scout build order. It's going to be 6 on food, and then the next 3 will go to wood. Alright? And again, just running around with my scouts, trying to find the new resources that I can find around my map, pretty much. Okay. Let me just do a quick note on scouting. You want to scout in kind of circles around your map. So notice how I'm not running my scout in places that I've already explored. I'm going around in circles. The more you're in cover of the black areas, the better job you're doing with scouting. And the best way to do that is by doing loops. Okay, so now that I have 3 on wood, next step is going to be to locate my boar. I have both boars on this side. Let's take one. Actually, I get this question asked a lot. How do you put the flag on the boar without right-clicking it? Because when you right-click it, it says target's too far to attack. You basically want to use this hotkey, this, and then left-click it on the boar. Small thing like that. Colin gifting us up to the stream. Thank you, Colin. He's going for the YouTube rep. Colin has a YouTube channel as well. Guys on YouTube, make sure to check him out. I think it's Colin AOC. I'll probably leave a link to it in the description. I'll say, why not? Thank you, Colin, for the sub. Appreciate that. Okay. So bring in that second boar. Again, you don't have to be hopping around the screen as much as I'm doing right now. It's not necessary. You can play at your own pace. The important thing is to bring in the boar. And then next step is to make a house. I like to use it as part of a wall. And then we're going to go ahead and take our berries. So again, if you guys know the build order that I'm using, it's my simple 21 pop Scouts into Knights build order. Alright, again, it's in my Discord for the subs to the stream. Definitely go check it out. I'll leave a link to all that in the description as well. So 4 to berries is going to be the next step. And then I'm going to pick up my next boar. If you see your boar is running out quite fast, which mine is right now, I'm going to go get my boar right now before putting my 4th to berries, okay? And the whole idea is because I want this boar to come in as soon as this one is done. That's the perfect way to do it. Okay, so now that I'm scouted my map, I found all my sheep. I've got 4 remaining. It's 8 sheep total, if you guys aren't familiar with the numbers yet, and then 2 boars. Now I'm going to go scout my opponent, okay? Also, keep in mind that I found my golds as well. I found all 3 of my golds. So I know exactly how my map looks like, and I'm satisfied with it. I'm going to go scout my opponent because I need to obviously rush him. And to rush him, you need to know where he is and where his weak points are as well. Alright, so let's learn this boar. Again, it wasn't a perfect timing, but it's not too bad. Boar will die as soon as mine finishes, so that's pretty good. And oh! Classic mistake. Oh god. Well, I actually meant to do that because a lot of you guys lose your scout to the TC. So I want to showcase what you do if you lose your scout to the TC. So that was actually completely intentional. Basically, I wasn't following my own advice. Hello, Hab. Thank you for gifting us up to the stream. I appreciate that. So basically, what you're supposed to do is as soon as you see any sign of your opponent, you want to hug wood lines, hug hills, and places in general where the TC cannot be. So I wasn't following my own advice. Okay, let's adapt. Alright, we're going to go for 20 pop now since we lost the scout. And it'll be the same as like doing 21 pop. After your boar runs out, we're going to take these 2 sheep. 5th one will go to wood, and then we'll get loom after that as well. Okay. So these things happen. It's a mistake. It's no big deal. Let's not panic. We do know a few things though. We do know where his wit is, and we do know where opponent's TC is. So now with our scout rush, we should still be able to get good damage. And now obviously the next step will be to click up. The perfect time is around this area, 7:30 to click. I think it's the perfect time is actually 7:30, so that should be quite perfect. I could be wrong though, maybe it's off by 5 seconds. And then the next step is to be able to send 5 vills to the next lumber camp. Alright. So let's go and take another lumber camp, or another wood line. Let's take this one actually. You want to choose like the best, the one that's the most thick, and the one that's easiest to defend. So one in the back, quite nice wood line, I like it. Oh, he's making the same mistake as us? No. This is a good player, guys. Alright. Notice I'm splitting them up. I want them to be on each side of lumber camp, 3 and 2. So I have the same setup on both lumber camps here. Around 60%, you want to start dropping your barracks. If you're wondering which vill to do that with, any vill is fine. You see me pulling one off the berries. Doesn't matter. The important thing is you start building it around 60%. And we're going to get our stable down with 2 villagers at the start of feudal age. Okay, so at this point you don't want to be seeding any farms. When your sheep runs out, just go and take the straggler trees. However, if you are late for some reason to feudal age, then yes, seed some farms. So for example, let's say I feel like I'm really late, I'll make 1 farm now. But I have a pretty good time, so I don't really need to. And I'll pull 2 villas here, and I'll make my stable with these guys. Again, stable towards the front. Fuck the tutorial. Fuck it. This is not gonna... I'm gonna redo this shit off stream. Oh my god. I'm so fucking bad. Holy shit. Oh god. This is literally embarrassing for YouTube. That's too much. I cannot bullshit that. Like, I bullshitted the scout, but... Bye YouTube, honestly. What the fuck? Okay. I'm actually just trolling today. Like, what happened, man? Stay in character? I have to stay in character, man. Like, the YouTube guys will never come watch my stream if they see this shit. God damn. Oh, alright. Well, that's not looking too good. Damn it, man. I'll post on my YouTube for you. Thank you. Dude, that's so bad. You guys were all yelling house, house, house as well. I know you guys. Oh, God. Disaster. Disaster. Okay. Alright, well, anyway, let's focus up. So let's continue. Maybe it's still gonna make it to YouTube. With our scout rush now, let's go ahead and look for some damage. I think the best way to do it is to group up and attack right away. So normally I would have 3 scouts if I have my initial one alive. This is a good time to attack. If I have 2 scouts, I'm still gonna go ahead and attack. This is fine. He's actually making a tower here, but I can still hit this. And at home, I want to be making farms as soon as I have enough. 60 wood in the bank, I'm making a farm. Bring it 1 vill and then run away. The point is not to fight the vills head on. It's just to get a pick and then use the mobility to run away. And then look for other fights. So I'm just going to run away and look to isolate a villager. This one looks pretty isolated. Let's try and hit it. Again, if you're going to fight back, I'll just run away. I have mobility. I get to pick my fights. And that's the idea of scouts. Alright, so I'm keeping my wood fairly low right now. I have 6 on this wood line though. That's why we're raising it up a little bit higher. At around 13 minutes, we're going to start transitioning over to the gold. So let's go ahead and take that gold. Okay, and now I know he's got a tower there. So if he has a tower there, I don't want to fight there. Again, I have the mobile units. Let's go fight here. I already got 1 vill. Let's see how much more I can get. At this point, I'm transitioning to gold because I want to be able to upgrade the castle age, which costs 200 gold one day. I think it's a bit early. Let's do 1 more farmer. The 13 and a half minutes, perhaps. Again, more villagers I'm finding here. I'm fighting the tower's radius. This is not ideal, but I can still pick it off and run away. Losing 1 scout's not the end of the world. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a nice number here. When you have 5 on gold, get wheelbarrow in this build order, and you will be able to click up right after that. So notice how I made a few scouts. I could make more if I really wanted to, but I'm gonna just showcase it with this amount. And what you should be doing at home as well is walling up, making sure you're fully walled. So 5 on gold. I know I need a house now. And then we get wheelbarrow, and you guys will see right after I'm done that, I will be able to click up. And at home, we'll be fully walled as well. Oh, sorry, 5 on gold. And you'll see what that does for your build. Okay. Going in. I'm walling up with a couple of villagers. Using shift click is nice here. And I'm still looking for more damage. So I find vills isolated. This is what you want to be killing with your scouts. This is what you strive off. So get wheelbarrow now. And basically when wheelbarrow is done, I should be able to instantly click up to the next stage. That's the whole idea of this build. or of that number. So 5 on gold is the magic number here. Again, there's too many villas there. I don't want to fight that. I want to fight him, the isolated villager here, using 3 scouts, 4 scouts, clear that guy up. And again, I stress, you can add in more scouts now. You can even get upgrades from the blacksmith on them, their attack and armor. You can get bloodlines if you really want to as well. That's what we call a full feudal. What I'm doing now is more of a scouts into faster castle age, I would say. Okay, so let's see if my magic number is going to be correct here. So the idea is, look at that, 200 gold, and if I had enough food now, I will see if I can click up. So wait a tad. Let's see if I can click up now. Yes, and everything, and there you go. So it is, magic number works out. Hera, he does know some stuff, believe it or not. And there you go. So 5 on gold, and then you should be able to click up really, really fast after that. So what now? What do I do now? I'm gonna continue being active with my scouts. Wherever I can find damage, I will. And the next step, I'm making sure I'm fully walled. That's you have to be fully walled at this point. And I'm probably a bit late on that. I should be doing that a little bit earlier. Next step, you want to get the gold mining upgrade, and you want to send 2 more villas to gold. I don't know from where. Let's take one off of berries for now, and one this guy walling. We'll get there eventually as well. All right, so my opponent went for a fast castle. I'm not too worried about that though. I'm fine. I killed a lot of villas. I'll go for bloodlines, and I'm gonna make it my second stable. The whole idea now is that I'm gonna have 2 stable knights in castle age. And now we'll get my armor on them as well. Rivers actually get cheaper knights, which is quite nice. But even if you didn't get it, it would still be a fine strategy with, let's say, a civ like Slavs who get an eco bonus on the farmers. I can fight this villager. Again, isolated villas, that's what you strive on with the scouts. There you go, and I'm running away. Again, I don't want to fight when he's trying to fight me. No point. Run away, look for another fight. So just to recap, gold mining upgrade, bloodlines, I already got it, and then armor, I just finished. So my scouts look like this now, very beefy. Very beefy scouts. And I've got 2 stables, and I'm going to put the pressure with 2 stable knights in castle age now. And again, I'm not sure where he's even sending those villagers, but I will keep picking them off as they come in. I have some stuff here. I'll look around. There we go. Alright, so next step, 2 stable knights, and I will add 3 TC, or 2 more TC right away. The steps for TC are as follows. You want to get 1 on a wood line. I'll delete this lumber camp. Get a TC there. And then 1 on a gold. Secondary gold. Not your main gold, secondary gold. I'm going to make the TCs with 3 or 4 villagers. Okay? Oh, there we go. I found a wood camp. Now that I have upgrades, I can actually fight him if he wants to fight. But if I see I don't want to, I can always run away. So I have the choice. Here I will fight. And then making 2 stable knights. Go. Stable knights. And then lastly is a wood upgrade. So wood upgrade, 2 stable knights, and I added in 2 more TCs. And now this is exactly where you want to be with your build order. Notice how I hit castle age before 20 minutes. That's what you're trying to aim for. Around 19 minutes, I think, with this build order, 19:30. But if you're in the ballpark, around anywhere close to my times, you'll be fine. Give or take one or 2 minutes, especially if you're just starting out. That's no big deal. And now that I have knights, a lot more powerful. I can dive under towers. I can dive under town centers, and I can easily just steamroll my opponent now. So again, just trying to pick off villagers where I can. Knights are very, very powerful though, so you can easily take out his tower, for example, now if I wanted to. Alright, and then back home, the important thing now, and the only thing I tell people when I used to do coaching, spend your resources as fast as they're coming in. You got 3 TC, vote production, take a look at my queue. Always happening. I'm always having a gather point on stuff. Look at this. They're coming out and they're going straight to resources. And in my military, I'm keeping an eye. It's not the most clean. I'm running under the TC. It's not a big deal though. The important thing is really to keep your resources flowing at home. Make sure you have 1 villager. That's just his only job is to make houses. So I'll take 1 vill and make houses at the back. This ensures that you'll never get housed. That's another one of my tips, I suppose. And yeah, just spending my resources. I have a lot of resources. Let's make knights. Make vills. There you go. I just spent them. This is good. And if you're asking on what can you spend it on, let's say if you start piling up more and more resources. Well, first of all, I have plenty of things to spend them on right now. Farms dying out, to remake them, making villagers, knights. But afterwards, you can get upgrades from the blacksmith right now. Forging, if I can afford that, let's get it. Why not? Just get things that make sense. Forging gives me +1 attack on knights. When do you get second armor upgrade? Good question. I would say when you can afford it. And don't sacrifice bow production for it most of the time. But the second armor upgrade is really good versus archers mainly. And also really good to raid as well. So there it is. A simple Scouts into Knights builder with some hiccups along the way. So I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this to YouTube. We'll see. I might just do it just for fun. But yes, simple skeleton to knight builder, and as you can see, it's very safe as well. I can easily wall up, so when the AI hits castle edge, he can't even attack me with his knights or whatever he wanted to go for because I'm walled up and I have time. All right, so keep that in mind, guys, and that's an easy way to beat the AI without any cheesy strategy and with hiccups along the way. So let's go ahead and show you guys the stats one more time. So KD doesn't really matter too much, but I'm really interested in eco is fine. Is the technology. So 9:41 feudal age. It's not perfect. I think the perfect time is 9:40, so I'm 1 second off. But again, if you can get anywhere under 10 minutes for 21 pop, it's fine. Don't be too hard on yourself. Get around my times is good, and then anything around 20 minutes for castle age is fine. Again, for this specific builder, okay. So scouts into knights. If you're doing archers, it's a different story. And then villagers 50 by whatever time, by 23 minutes, this is fine as well. Did that pretty well. So there it is, and that's how to beat the AI with a non-cheesy strategy. So I hope you guys enjoyed over on YouTube, and then obviously in Twitch. I know you guys enjoyed because you guys were laughing at me the whole time. But you know, some things happen with the houses. I'm gonna just stress one more time that if you guys want to have access to more builders, I recommend you join the Discord in the link below. And those guys on stream, just type !Discord in the chat. And if you're a sub to my stream, you get access to scout builders, archer builders, fast castle builders, all that good stuff. That's gonna be it for me. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, okay. So I think I'm gonna stick with that because whatever, it's gonna be funny, right? It's gonna be funny, and it's still